Hello friends, my name is Laurel. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Today is Yoga for Noobs Part 2. So if you haven't seen the first one and you are a complete beginner, I recommend that you jump over to that video. I'll put a link somewhere around here for you because everything that we're going to do today is building on what we've learned in the first one. Now, if you've done a couple of classes before, you will be totally cool to jump into this class as well. So all you'll need today is a mat, maybe some water. When you're ready, let's come down to the mat. We'll come to a cross-leg position. All right, so what you can do with your cross-leg position, you can you can bring your heels underneath your legs. I find that to be a little bit uncomfortable, so I like to just bring that top leg, that foot out in front. It just allows you to not compress the feet or the heels and stay in that seated position a little longer. Or just sit however you want, it doesn't really matter. All right, so we're gonna come into our intentional breath before we start moving. So I invite you to just come through a couple of cycles of yogic breathing. So our yogic breathing is where we start to inhale to expand the belly first. So we're not breathing up in our chest, we're breathing down to expand the belly. All right, so we're gonna expand the belly, the rib cage expands last, and on the exhale, the rib cage draws in the chest and the belly draws in last. Bring those hands to your knees, peel those shoulders away. Close the eyes down if you wish. Inhale to fill the belly, up to the chest. And exhale to release the chest and the belly draws in last. Taking this opportunity to just become really present to where you are right now on the mat, leaving anything that may be worrying you or any to-do lists, anything like that, the outside world, just leave it where it is and you'll get back to it in just a moment. Yoga allows us a beautiful moment to just be here now and focus on this present moment. All right, one more inhale. Blink the eyes open to exhale. Welcome back. We're going to sweep those arms all the way overhead. And we're going to bring the right arm down and that left arm comes back up and we're just going to come into a side reach. So what you can do is your hand plants firmly to the mat. If you have length and the opportunity to go deeper, you'll bring that forearm down. But if your sit bone comes up, then you've gone too far. So you want to make sure both sit bones are planted on the mat and allowing that deep side stretch while remaining grounded to the earth. All right, let's sweep through to the other side. Again, same principle. If you can get that forearm down, perhaps you'll notice one side is better than the other. This is my good side. All right, and coming back up. And one more, side reach. And coming back through and side reach. All right, from here, let's come into a tabletop position, facing the front of the mat, planting those hands down. We'll come through that cat-cow, so we learned this last time. So our cow motion is where we drop the belly, we lift the heart, take an inhale, looking up towards the sky. And on your exhale, we tuck the tailbone, pushing up through the shoulder blades, head comes down towards the mat. Inhale, drop the belly. So we're just getting a nice bit of flexion and extension in the spine. Stretching out the upper back as well. And drop through. You can go at any pace that works for you. You don't have to follow my rhythm. Just feel into your body and see what works best for you right now. All right, dropping through. Last one. Inhale, tuck. And drop the belly. Coming back to neutral. Now we're going to come into what's called a bird dog. So I want you to tuck the left toes. The left toes are planting into the ground, into the mat. And here we're going to come into, it's a bit of a balancing posture. So it's really good for the glutes and the abs. We're going to extend the right leg and the left arm reaches forward. You can bring the toes to aim down towards the earth. Now here we're going to round through, so elbow towards the knee and extend. If this is too much for you, you can just bring that hand down so you're just working the back leg. Depending on your balance, you might get the wobbles. That's totally normal. This is a really good one, again, to strengthen the low back. If you have any low back problems, this and that cat-cow combo is a real winner. And extend one more. And come through. And plant the hands. Let's just drop to a child's pose just for a moment. Coming back up. Let's swap sides here. So tuck the right toes, that left leg extends, right arm comes through. Make sure your hips are square so we're not opening up to the side. Squared off to the mat and round through for 1. Extend, round through for 2. Extend, round through. Keep that belly button pulled towards the spine. Extend and round through. Nice job. All right, plant the hands, tuck the toes, get ready for our first downward dog. So with this one, we're going to bring those hips up towards the sky, extending those arms. The back is flat and those shoulder blades are peeled away from the ears, drawing down the spine. Adding a little pedal to the feet. So we're sort of heel toe the feet out, getting a little bit more of a stretch and extension on the leg where we ground the heel. It's just a gentle way to really stretch out the back of the legs. All right, from here, let's look forward. We're going to step to the top or in between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You may remember this, your sun salutation, sweeping the arms all the way up to the sky. Coming back to mountain pose, hands towards the heart, dropping them down to the sides. Let's just reset before we come through. So we want those big toes to touch, little space in the heels, tucking the tailbone, shoulders pull back and down, standing nice and strong at the top of our mat. Inhale, sweep to the sky, and exhale, fold through, hands drawing past heart center. Inhale to halfway lift, so the hands place on the shins, that spine is flat. On your exhale, plant the hands down. You can step back to a plank. Now, if you wish, you can drop those knees. We'll come into chaturanga. Remember, it's like that tricep push-up. The elbows draw back close to the body, and then we're going to swing the chest up into a upward facing dog. Let's just get straight into it. So those thighs are off the mat. Pull those shoulders away. Tuck the toes. Back to downward facing dog. Beautiful job. We're going to bring the right leg towards the sky, bend the knee. It's going to land in between the hands. Drop that back heel. Now that back foot is on that 45 or 60 degree angle. Coming up to our warrior 1. Warrior 1, those hips are square to the front. So we're not opening out to the side. Everything's closed off to the front. Bending into that front leg 90 degrees, swing the arms up, reaching nice and strong, coming back to the breath, engaging that back leg. So don't bend through that back knee, pull the back kneecap up. So we're really strong through both legs. Now we learned this last week if you're here with me. We're going to come into an add-on from this closed hip position. So I want you to heel toe the right foot towards the edge of the mat. The arms come back behind to interlace the fingers. So just peel those shoulders away, make any adjustments. We're going to come down to humble warrior. So we want to bring the body down on the inside of that right knee. That right shoulder comes to meet the right knee if you can. A nice deep stretch, so don't dump the body down. Keep everything long and lifted. We won't stay for long. And from here, release the hands. The left hand grounds. We're going to come onto the back toes and twist open for an easy twist. Look at you go. Nice little sequence here. All right, from here, we're going to bring that right hand back down and we'll just step back to downward facing dog. Beautiful job. So you see there, we can really add on to our warrior one, that closed hip sequence, when we're in that position, we can just keep adding. All right, let's swap sides. So that left leg rises, bend through to plant, drop the back heel, find your balance here, and come up to warrior one. Hips square, strong back leg, reach the arms to the sky. Beautiful job. We'll just stay here for a breath, gather our thoughts. Inhale and exhale. Heel toe that foot towards the edge, not too far, just one heel toe is enough. Bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers, peel the shoulders away, coming down to humble warrior. So again, that left shoulder comes on the inside, the arms draw towards the sky. Now, if you're really advanced yogi, you'll get your nose on the mat. As you can see, I am not. That's totally fine. Work in progress. All right, and one more breath here. And exhale. Release the right hand, easy twist to come on the back toes and opening up towards the sky, reaching really tall, really long. Bring that left hand down. Let's step back to our downward dog. Beautiful. Now it's hard to start when you're new at anything, but I hope that you can see from what you've learned, even though if you're physically finding it quite challenging, you're here with me and you're getting it done, and this is what it's all about. It's all about practice. Everybody has so much to learn in yoga, like even myself, I've been doing this for a long time and I feel like a beginner a lot of the time. So get out of your head and just get on the mat and you're doing a great job. All right, left leg sweeps to the sky, bend the knee, plant in between the hands, drop the back heel, and open to warrior two. So remember, warrior two, now we're opening. So we're opening the door to the side edge of the mat, just the ponytail. Arms come up to shoulder height. We learned this one in that last video. So your back toes are now facing forward towards the long edge of the mat. Keep the torso lifted. Arms nice and strong. So we're going to do two add-ons like the last one. We're going to flip the palm, reach forward, that back arm sweeps behind, and that top arm sweeps overhead. Now this is your reverse warrior. And then from here, the left elbow comes to the left knee, the right arm swings overhead, drawing past the ear to side angle. Beautiful. Stay for a breath. Don't dump the body down. Everything lifts and opening up towards the sky. Let's come out of that back to warrior two. And from here, all I want you to do is bring the right leg to meet the left, back to mountain pose. Whew. Beautiful job. Hope you're feeling that. The breath's coming up, the body's getting warm. You're doing a beautiful job. Peel the shoulders away. A moment to reset, coming back to the breath. Noticing any resistance coming up. Maybe you're ready to look at the clock on the video. Just let all those thoughts pass by. We're almost done. Inhale, sweep the hands. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's plant the hands. Let's just step back to our downward dog. If you want to take your vinyasa, that's your chaturanga, up dog, feel free to do so now. We're going to make things even and come back to our warrior two sequence. So let's bring that right leg to the sky, bend the knee, coming through to plant in between the hands, dropping the back heel, swinging those arms open. Now you can't see me because I'm obviously facing the wall, but you can follow me from a different angle here. So open the hips, extend the arms, stay for a breath, nice and strong. On your next inhale, flip the palm, reach forward. That left arm comes behind the lower back. Reverse your warrior. Coming to side angle, the right elbow comes to the right knee, bringing that left arm to extend all the way overhead, keeping the chest open, spine long, strong legs. One more breath, inhale, and stay for the exhale. Coming back to warrior two. From here, let's come back to downward dog. Just for a breath, last one here. Any extra movement you wish to add, please do so now. We're going to drop those knees, those big toes come to touch for our child's pose. Sinking the chest down towards the earth, the forehead comes down to the mat. A moment to check back in with the body and the breath. I'm going to bring the body back up. And let's come onto our sit bones. Let's finish off with two more little poses before our Shavasana. So extend the legs. We're going to bring the right knee to come over the left knee. The left arm's going to hug your knee into your chest, and we're going to bring the right hand down, looking over the back shoulder. A little single leg seated twist, getting into the upper back here. Try elongate the spine, everything lifts towards up there. All right, come on back. And swap. So again, adjust that posture, wrapping the arm around the knee. Hand comes to ground, looking over the back shoulder, spine and crown lifts towards the sky. Bringing the body back to center, extending the legs. Now we're going to come into seated forward fold. This can be very challenging if you're not very flexible. I find this one very challenging. So you can add a little bend in your knees. And we're going to come down towards our feet. But what I want you to do is you're bringing your gaze and everything drawing towards the feet. We're not rounding through here. So that's why you're better off bending the knees, trying to bring the stomach forward and being here, as opposed to here when we're really just putting tension on the spine and the back. So come on down. You can grab the backs of the feet if you wish, whatever variation you need. Last little moment here to push the body in a challenging but respectful way. No injuries, please. That exhale is still that opportunity to deepen where you are. Going beyond that limit that's comfortable. One more inhale. And exhale. All right, gently bring the body back up. Before we come down, let's just bend the knees, doing a little windshield wiper of the legs. Great job today. We moved a little quicker. We added a few more postures than the first class. So I hope you're feeling accomplished. You've done a wonderful job. All right, let's just shift the hips forward and coming on down to our final resting pose of Shavasana. Palms face the sky, extend the legs. Dropping back into the body, noticing how you're feeling after adding that movement to your day. Feel free to stay here as long as you wish. Otherwise, if you're ready to jump out of this practice with me, let's add a little movement to the fingers and toes. Extend those arms overhead, stretching in each direction. We'll come over to the right side of the body and make your way up to a cross leg seated position as slowly as you need. Bring the hands to the knees just for a breath. Let's take an inhale together. And exhale through the mouth. Sweep those arms all the way over the head. Palms come together, drawing down to heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest and taking this moment to acknowledge your beautiful work today, your courage, your bravery for giving this a go. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.